to sing this intro since we were talking about how fun it is to make up silly songs all the time.
What the? I was saying how Sarah's hit single that she made whenever we were doing the story about people getting stuff stuck in their bodies, and she was singing that song. Like, what the fuck are we doing? It like got in my head for days. It's like earworm.
Oh, yeah. Because what the fuck are we doing, people? But you know what?
What are we doing?
Do what you got to do to survive and get through.
Yeah.
You got to like stick a pipe cleaner up your pee-pee. Fucking you do you. It's a free country for now. Right?
Jesus.
I don't know.
We're coming in hot.
We are. Well, because we had a good warm-up. Susie and I got like a treat. We treated ourselves to not starting work for a whole hour and a half. And we just chit-chatted. And
I regret nothing.
I regret nothing. It felt like a refresh, which is what I hope this show is for people.
Oh,
that they listen to this and are like, oh my God, these are my gals. And I love my time of the week with them.
Yeah, I hope they do feel like it's an escape and that like we are here. We're all in this together.
We need this.
But part of why I think we're coming in hot too is because we had a mini reunion last week.
Oh my God, have we not had an episode?
No.
I almost said a session. It's funny because I call therapy sessions. I'm in sessions with clients. I call them episodes. I go, what happened last episode? I mean, and then here I call it a session. So what happened? Yeah, we haven't even had an episode since our hangout session.
That's right. And it was sort of an impromptu, weird moment that...
I love it.
We don't need to go into the details of how it happened or why, but it was so great. And it was a whirlwind of like 24 hours of just love and joy.
I highly recommend if there's a, Southwest sale, not a sponsor, but if they want to sponsor us, I mean, I will sell the hell out of your tickets. Because I really recommend, they have a little Southwest sale. You have a friend who lives in another state. You do a quick 24-hour
beep, beep, beep,
turn and burn. Like,
oh gosh, it was so fun.
So much fun. Sleepover, we checked all the boxes.
We really did.
And it felt like the universe wanted us to be together. There were so many fun little, signs that everything was everything's coming up Sarah and Susie. One of my favorite personal moments was when Susie asked for salt at the restaurant and they handed her salt that was in a novelty salt shaker that was a wiener dog, but a hot dog. If a hot dog were a wiener dog.
It was the universe saying this is where you're supposed to be.
It gave you a wiener.
It gave, yeah.
That's very funny. That's very on brand.
That's right. And the only exception to how great everything went was we really actually promised to never speak of it. But I feel like the Brainiacs are our family, and they can hear that we had perhaps the single worst game of pool anyone has ever played.
Anyone ever.
It was
you would think that we were like 3 sheets to the wind or something. But I was sober as a judge. I went to go do my sessions afterwards.
I wish we were high.
I mean.
We were low.
And we both lived in, that's like the whole thing. I was on the Real World. They had a pool table. We played literally hundreds of games.
I don't know what happened. Maybe it's the elevation.
Okay, you can use that excuse.
All I know is I'm normally fine. I'm not great, but I can play pool. But not that day.
No. And then we were laughing so much, and there were other people. Let me paint the picture for people.
Okay.
So we went to this really fun place that opens at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and we're maximizing our day, so we're getting there right when it opens. The other people who go to the pool hall / bowling / basically grown-up arcade.
Shuffleboard. Yeah.
Shuffleboard place.
Really cute.
At 2 o'clock. are the very serious pool players. The people who come with their own pool cue.
Yeah. In the case, in the whole
Yes. Yes.
thing. And they get pitchers of beer. Pitchers.
Yeah, they are there. They are committed to the afternoon of playing pool.
Was shoot and stick. But it was good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
And I'll tell you what I spotted in Sarah's refrigerator. Because
What'd you spot?
You know how when you're in somebody's house, it's real fun to look and see what's cooking
Yes, I
in there.
love doing that.
Well, what was cooking was all the hungry root ingredients and goodness that I get as well.
Susie, there's another thing that you said this jokingly, like you were talking about how little I spend on groceries.
Yes.
I spend that little because I don't go grocery shopping anymore. I am saving so much money.
I am too.
The weeks and the months that I have my Hungry Root delivery versus don't have my Hungry Root delivery. Oh my God. I think I'm saving like double.
I just said that to Adam, that our grocery bill is the lowest it's been in about 5 years.
It's crazy.
And I know that that's why, because Hungry Root is sort of like this hybrid of like grocery shopping and a meal planning delivery scenario. Because it's not like just, oh, here's recipes and here's your ingredients. It's different. It's more like pantry items and stuff that you use for lots of stuff and recipes for how you can use it.
Yeah, it's almost like if you had a friend who is like a nutritionist or like really good with food, knew all about your favorite things and all about like good ingredients in food, and they went and did the grocery shopping for you and just filled your pantry with what you needed to eat that week.
It's awesome. And you can customize it if you don't eat meat or if you don't want like certain
seed
ingredients.
oil.
Yeah, seed oils or stuff like that.
Yep, I always say no high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah. And then you won't get any of those items. It's so cool. And they have awesome snacks and like sweet treats too.
Yes.
Those are some of my favorite bits.
Yes, same.
Take advantage. They have an exclusive offer for our listeners. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box. Plus, you get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/braincandy. Use code BRAINCANDY. That's hungryroot.com/braincandy, code BRAINCANdy to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life.
Yes.
hungryroot.com/braincandy, code BRAINCANdy. You talked me into that chickpea like...
Oh, I was just going to say, I don't want to tell you what to pick, but pick the chickpea cookie dough that you can eat. I just eat it.
It's like
with the spoon.
cookie dough, but made out of chickpeas, and it tastes just like real cookie dough.
Yes.
For life, we get that.
Delicious. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's talk about some stories that I have to share. This is real funny. I have to start out with this because it's just cracking me up.
Okay.
Did you happen to catch the video that has now gone viral? I think it has like 30 million views of the little girl who I think was like 6, 7, 8 or so, who got on the intercom on a flight and subjected everyone to Moana.
Thankfully, I just read the headline.
Oh my God, Susie.
Tell me, how bad is it? This is a flight that had a 2-hour delay, correct? This was a delayed flight. They're sort of stuck.
Yes.
And this is a literal captive audience.
It was so uncomfortable. I got secondhand cringe feelings just
Why?
watching.
Is it bad singing?
No, it's not. It's not bad singing, but it's not good singing. It's a little. They're a little kid singing, really cute, adorable, fun.
What's the problem?
The problem is I didn't sign up to hear a little kid sing. You're Susie, you should be the most upset with this because you hate noise pollution when people are invading your ear space.
That's true. That's why I hate whistlers.
Yeah. This is 1,000 times worse.
How long did it go on?
2+ minutes.
What was it? What's the song? Oh, what song is it?
How Far I'll Go.
Oh, no.
Right. And
Do
I'm
we
not even
see-
sure she got all the words right.
Do we? I mean, she's 5, so. Well, do
No,
we
I
see
think she's older than that.
Oh, how old?
By the picture and video, I'm guessing 6 to 8 years old.
Okay. And do you see in the video the faces of any passengers?
Yep. And multiple passengers on that plane posted their own videos of themselves watching.
Oh, no.
And
They hated it.
they were not happy. Okay. If somebody is a good singer, is it acceptable?
I don't think even. But
I
it's
don't
better.
think even-
It's better.
Yeah, it's better, but I'm still kind of annoyed at well, you know that I say this, that I don't like any time somebody forces enthusiasm, like when they say,
Even though you've been guilty of this. I mean, it is like Camp Counselor Sarah.
I know.
But you
for
know what? That's all
children,
right.
I know, I do actually do it for adults, but I would never do that.
On a
How's
plane.
everybody doing tonight? And then they clap, and then you go, I can't hear you. I fucking
You
hate
do
that.
hate when they say, I can't hear you. That's
I hate
like
that.
your
When
biggest
they're
pet peeve.
asking me to clap louder, like I'm giving you whatever I give you is what I want to give you. Don't
You can
make
hear
me
us.
give you more. So this is kind of different, but
What? Okay. Do we have any info on how this happened? Why was she invited to take over the intercom?
there was a delay.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one TikToker framed it as a charming distraction from a stressful delay. And then said like listen, the internet is mixed. The TikTokers, the passengers aboard the
interesting.
plane have different feelings.
That's why I need the context. If the parents were like, hey, our daughter just wanted to sing a little something, then I say,
Oh, I think it's this. I was waiting. I put this at the end of my notes because I was like, oh, I have to also let Susie know this part.
I'm mad already.
Yeah, you should be. And I feel like I should have led with this.
What?
She said that the Lord inspired her to do it.
You know what? The Lord inspires me to zip it. And I'm telling you what, I think everyone would agree that that's what the Lord wants. That's what Jesus would do.
Yeah, he would zip it.
We don't hear him singing.
Yeah, let me get the quote.
There's
It
not
says,
one account of Jesus singing anywhere.
I sing for the Lord. She was heard saying in the clip as she backed away down the aisle. I'm doing what the Lord is telling me to do. So she's old enough to have that awareness. I put her at older than 6 or 8. That's, to me,
Death
we're
penalty.
too old to be doing this. And
And I know what kind of
Don't-
home she's grown up in and the whole deal. No.
I love when people have a song in their heart. I just
Yeah, keep it
don't
there.
want to be And you know what else I hate so much about this is I know that as soon as you pick up those GD intercoms,
Yeah.
it cuts out the
Cuts it.
sound to
Of my
the movie
movie.
that you're watching. And if I'm sitting there for 2 hours and I'm probably in the middle of some, I don't know, like Real Housewives episode that I luckily get to watch, I don't want to
Yeah. I want to
Have
choose
to
my
pause
media. And why does that
for something
intercom
inspired by the Lord.
veto everything else?
I mean, I get it for an emergency.
They should have buttons for emergency.
You're right. They should have an we need all of your attention right now, or listen.
Or
if
we're going to
you're-
tell some funny, stupid ass flight attendant jokes. Or-
I don't like
Moana
that. I'm not
covers.
into the yuck flight attendant
No.
thing. I want strictly business. I'm too anxious in the sky. You know?
I love that line. I'm too anxious in the sky.
Fly the anxious skies. That's what I like.
That's right.
That's my motto.
Fuck that girl. I know she thinks this is her big break too because it went viral.
No. Oh, God,
and it's going to only
not.
encourage more of this behavior.
I hate that.
Yeah. This doesn't lessen your likelihood of experiencing it.
And this is that thing where we're like getting excited about them making something on the airlines related or flight related, like novelty and fun. No, this as they're now adding standing room spots in Europe. That's like a thing now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and they have a stupid name too. I wish I could remember. I didn't write that down, but
what do you
I did
mean,
read
for the seats.
Yeah, some name because they can't call them like, what do you call it? It's not a seat.
That's right.
So what do you call it? A stand? You can't call it that.
It's like
so it's like it's
saddle.
like Cloud Rider or Sky Rider or something like that.
so
Makes it sound like a
terrible.
fucking anime character. No.
Wow.
So it's like they give with one hand and take with the other. Like, don't be like, oh, look, we have fun musical numbers and jokes and comedy on the plane. Well, now we also have standing room. I can't. It's just give me leg room. The end.
Yeah, right. We don't need soloists.
Right.
We need seats. We need to spread out.
Right.
Leg room.
And a meal. An in-flight meal. What's a gal got to do?
Well, I'll tell you, if we were on land, I would use my Caraway pans to cook a meal for you.
Oh,
I
was staying at my friend Audrey's house again. I love having her here, but I also love when she goes out of town because she always has me house sit, and she lives in such a beautiful home.
Yeah.
And I get to use all of her Caraway storage. And
It's nice.
I know, you saw the pictures. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, it is. I really love it. And
I used it to store my lettuce. It was great.
I was on the fence. I was like, I don't know. Do I need that? Now I'm like, yeah, I need that.
Yeah. And it's really nice in the drawer. You get a good seal with it. It kept my lettuce very crisp, and I loved it.
I love all their stuff, so I don't know why I was like hesitant, because Caraway for me is such a great solution. These are like bakeware and cookware that'll last your whole life. They look beautiful because you can pick a color that maybe looks great in your kitchen, but they are non-toxic and yet somehow non-stick, and that's amazing. Yes. But also even like their the saute pan that I have that is stainless steel.
Oh yeah.
It's not a non-stick pan, but it is still as if it is.
Yeah. They probably have some real good mold or something I don't know. It
feels like really high quality product.
Yeah.
And then it makes really high quality foods and tasty and easy to cook with. And if you've been eyeing their internet famous 12-piece cookware set, which is such a great set if you want to get the whole deal, now's the perfect time to buy. You can shop Caraway risk-free. You can enjoy fast, free shipping, easy returns, a 30-day trial. Try it out.
Yeah.
And then plus, if you visit carawayhome.com/braincandy10, you take an additional 10% off your next purchase. So this deal is exclusive for our listeners. Visit carawayhome.com/braincandy10 or use code braincandy10 at checkout. Caraway is non-toxic cookware made modern, and they are a lovely partner with us for our live events, our trivia.
Yes.
That we're doing.
So if you want to win a set.
I think Greg, our Brainiac Greg, got the grand prize, which was the whole
It's amazing.
cookware set. I mean, he's going to be like...
I'm mad that I didn't just get that when I went through a breakup and needed to buy all new cookware.
It's the ticket.
They should call it the breakup set. When you need all new shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should be their PR people.
Yeah. Okay, so what other stories do I have to share? This is funny. Did you hear about the AI startup called Builder.ai?
No.
That was promoted as this revolutionary no-code AI app builder powered by a AI assistant named Natasha.
No way.
Well, this was from Business Today. It's all over now. This company managed to raise $445 million.
Okay.
Turns out Natasha was 700 Indian programmers manually coding everything behind the scenes.
No.
This is like basically two people in a coat, like two kids on each other's shoulders. Yeah, two kids in a trench coat, like, or really run by, guinea pigs, like churning the wheels and like making machines go.
Embarrassing. Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
And they raised all that money. Well,
yep.
I'm kind of impressed, I gotta say.
There were some complaints of like dysfunctional end products and things weren't happening in the way, but all the requests were just being shipped off to this team that was manually doing everything. It's just interesting to hear stories like this where there are tech scams that are now in a way trying to keep up with AI, and even the scams now involve. You'd think there'd be better images of that Brad Pitt at the hospital, that woman who got faked into thinking, or
That's
catfished.
The thing. I don't even think she got catfished by like the best and the brightest.
I mean, yeah.
And she got
it was like a very bad Photoshop job. I'm like, man, you can run through some AI software? That guy's doing the least. And she's handing over hundreds and thousands.
Yeah.
Man.
It's sad.
It is. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just think the image of people sitting there asking that ChatGPT or the AI or whatever it is to build them this website, and then a bunch of people scrambling to get it done is, I don't know, it's just like silly.
Yeah, it's like Santa versus who's really doing it.
Yeah.
It's just mom's like,
yes,
fucking rapping for a month straight.
Right.
That's what it is. And it's like, oh no, it's Santa.
We're not getting any smarter with our being reliant on AI, because it's people who are in this situation solving the equations and doing the work, and it's not people in America.
No.
So that's kind of scary.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay, this is a funny story.
Okay.
You made me think of this, or I should say you turned my attention to this when you were out visiting here.
Oh, okay.
And you mentioned how bad the Rockies baseball team is.
Yes.
And we're like the worst ever in history.
Yes, it's been like a century or something. And I said to Sarah, I keep hearing about it on NPR in the mornings. Oh, the Rockies are garbage, BBB. And I thought, Sarah has got to go to one of these games because it does get to a point where it's so bad it's good.
Or
not.
In the situation of Timothy Roquel, who was hit in the eye by a foul ball while in a luxury box. This was maybe 2 years ago.
That's almost impossible.
Right? Well, he's suing the Rockies, not just for injury, but he's claiming that the team's poor performance made fans less engaged and more vulnerable.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe it is dangerous to go, and because I don't know. Yes. I won't be paying attention.
You know what? I'm glad he's doing that because, so like in Pittsburgh, the Pirates are garbage and are always garbage. And it's intentional. Like the ownership knows that we will go because it's a beautiful stadium on three rivers, and they always have fireworks. So
they don't have to spend anymore. This is a supply and demand thing.
So they're one of the most profitable ownerships, but the team sucks because they won't spend money on the players.
They don't have to.
And likewise, this is how it is in Denver, that people will come to the games for the opposition team. Like Sarah will go when the Dodgers come.
Yes.
And so I really like the idea of holding the front office accountable for their teams.
Okay. I did not think about it in that way.
I like it.
Yeah.
Because it's wrong to exploit this sort of fandom and the emotional leverage like
Suze, I think that they need you to be their you need to like legally blonde this shit, you know? Get a law degree.
Well, because it bothers me because people get really invested and they're just really rooting for them. And then these owners, it's like this, like Mr. Burns on The Simpsons, you know?
Yeah, of course
greedy
it is.
fucking assholes. Yeah. They don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
If they're making money, they don't care.
Right.
And that's what I'm hearing on NPR, that the Rockies front office are a bunch of dickheads.
Okay, I don't like this.
Yeah.
All right. I did not think that you were going to take this position, but I'm super
Persuaded?
into it. Yes.
So what did you think? You thought like this guy's an idiot.
I thought this would be like fun and I saw it surface level.
Oh, okay. Well, it's that too. It's that too.
I mean, yeah, but I think this is why I love the show, and this is why I love talking about these things, because there usually are deeper reasons. And, you know, the lawsuit argued architectural design, which I have been there, and it is hard to see because those luxury boxes are really low and you don't have a very good vantage point. Like I could see how it would be easy to get.
The ball hit him right in the eyeball?
Yeah. And life-altering, like permanent injury.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am serious.
How old is he? Do you know? Like a grown man or a young man? That's
Colorado
terrible.
man is all I have.
That's terrible. And he got hit in the noggin.
Yeah.
And what is it? Eye damage or like?
Yeah.
Well, gosh, that is terrible. He was just trying to enjoy the most American the American pastime.
The good old American pastime, right? Architectural design and a culture of disengagement equals a safety hazard.
I agree.
That's what the lawsuit argues. And now I agree too. I'm in support.
Wow.
But I do think that I don't need it to be super exciting or engaging. Maybe I do. Maybe I am just accepting that, and it would be more fun if it were exciting. And I feel like I'm already like signed up to be bored with baseball. So there really isn't like a big difference
between
between
made some changes. They changed the rules to make the game shorter.
Yeah, it's a little faster.
Yeah, and that's all fine, but like I don't know, I just feel like they shouldn't be able to get all these people to pay all this money and come to the games when they don't give a shit if they win or not.
And isn't that kind of the thing in sports? Like they always say that sports teams owe something to their fans beyond entertainment.
I think that.
Especially if you're like representing the city, like that is your job.
You got to try your hardest.
What is the sports team that I can't remember? Maybe it's a football or a soccer team or something where it's owned by the fans. Do you know of a team like this? Where it's almost like a co-op team.
Oh, that's Green Bay Packers.
Okay, that's it. I was like, I know that there's a team in Europe that does but I wasn't 100% sure enough to confidently say that.
That's another one of those trivia things where I didn't know I knew it, but I think I know it.
Yeah. See, you'd be good at sports trivia.
Well,
do you know the first basketball team to have an African American player?
First basketball team. No, but let me guess.
You can guess this. What would be the least likely team to have?
I was going to say somewhere in Illinois. Is that right?
No.
Where is
it? Think the least likely. What team would you be like?
Utah?
Boston Celtics.
Oh, right. I should have guessed that. Yeah. Right. Because even in like the 80s, I mean, they were just like, it was all white guys.
Yeah.
Larry Bird.
Yeah.
And just the whole team was just like, white guys. But they were the first to have a black guy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm glad I know that now. That could come in handy at my trivia nights.
Yeah, I will. You'd be surprised or maybe not surprised. That is a trivia question that I see frequently.
I was telling Sarah I did really well at trivia last night, and we got third, but we would have gotten second if I had been trusted about sports trivia.
If you had been trusted?
Yes. So the question was about who got the most yards, blah, 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 like set a record in yardage in football. And I said O.J. Simpson. And the only reason I even knew that is because I watch every O.J. Simpson murder documentary.
Yes.
And this guy that I was with, he worked with me at PBS, and he had a sports show. Oh. And he said it was Jim Brown. And so, of course, I'm going to defer.
Right. You can't. What are you going to do? Right. Could you imagine?
We lost 6 points, so we got third instead of second place.
But you were right?
I was right.
Oh, isn't that the best feeling?
Yeah.
He must feel like
I'm sure. I didn't want to rub it in, but I was also
you can't rub it in.
How did I know that?
Yeah.
But,
like,
okay, at least I got Green Bay. I'm sad I didn't get Boston, though. That's
really
going to keep me up tonight.
I think it'll be okay.
I'm not. I will be thinking about it. I will also be thinking about, and this is like dead serious actually, about how I can see correctly now through my glasses. Yes. And my pair I wear eyeglasses.
Oh, I need to go in and get my eyes checked.
Are we still having this conversation?
Yes, we are. What is wrong? I should do that this week. You've inspired me.
Please put that on your to-do list because
yes,
I almost cried when I got my new prescription because I had my yearly thing. And I said to him, man, it ain't working out. Like, I still can't see great. And he solved the problem. And he told me how. And it was like miraculous. But anyway, now I upload the prescription to Pair. No problem. It's super easy. And then I do the digital try-on of the frames. And then they get the frames, send them to me. I don't have to go anywhere, do anything. It's awesome. And they have the cutest frames. They have normal ones like black, brown, tortoiseshell, all the standards. But then they have all these magnetic toppers that go over them that you can mix and match, have a bazillion different kinds that you
Whimsical, fun.
Themed, movies, Disney, whatever, NBA. Ooh, wonder if they have WNBA.
To me, it's.
I know. Why are we differentiating?
MNBA.
That's exactly right, Sarah.
Men's national basketball team.
But they have so many themes and sunglasses that can pop onto your regular lens. It's amazing. Upgrade now. How you see the world, how the world sees you. Go to paireyewear.com. Use code BCP for 15% off your first pair. Support the show by mentioning the Brain Candy Podcast sent you in that post-checkout survey. That's PAIR eyewear.com, code BCP.
Okay. Would you rather hear about why 4 ways women are stronger than men according to science, or 15 lessons scientists learned about us during COVID?
Ooh. I'll go with COVID.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I'm glad you picked that one.
Okay.
Because there's so many things on here. So this article came out just a little while ago, and it is highlighting it's looking at research and combining a bunch of different research or analyzing different research in different categories. And like, what did we learn? And these are the most important takeaways. Number 1, this one feels obvious, but flu season doesn't have to be so bad. That flu season basically disappeared during the pandemic because people were taking precautions.
Yeah.
We were wearing masks. And has it changed your behavior at all about being sick, like when you are sick, in how you I don't know, manage yourself or the behaviors that you have as a sick person?
Well, I think this is sort of in what you're saying. Do you remember recently when Adam and Lincoln got the flu?
Yes.
And I was determined
Yes.
to not get it. And so I had flown back from wherever I was, LA or something, and they were both sick as dogs.
Yeah.
And I'm going into this house, which if you're familiar with my house, none of the windows open.
Every time you say it, I think about that what is it, Haunted Mansion, when they go, there are no windows and no doors. And I always like that.
And so I knew that I'm walking into a death trap. And so I masked up. I put on rubber gloves or surgical gloves or whatever.
Yes.
And I was obnoxious. And I wouldn't go near them. I got them whatever they needed. But then I'd leave and I washed constantly, blah, blah, blah. And I did not get sick.
Yes. And as a result, illness free.
Illness free because it worked, which I would not have done before COVID because I didn't think about it like that.
Have you, it's because of COVID that I learned about I already, and this is going to sound dumb.
We know
I always knew soap was important.
Yes, germ theory.
But I had never really seen the effects of soap in action. And when I saw the experiment that you could do with little kids, they were showing kids to show them the importance of hand washing, where you'd take water and then you could just dump some dirt, like get dirt outside, go outside, grab a handful of dirt, put it on the water. And then you take some soap and you put it on your finger and you just touch the water and all the dirt it looks like it gets terrified of the soap and runs away.
It's repelled.
It's repelled.
Yeah.
I did that experiment because I was going to show. I went to show my brothers, and when we were on a camping trip, I'm like, "Do you guys want to see how?"
Go see it to believe it.
I had never done it. I was shocked because I'm like, "Holy shit! I didn't think it was going to work like that. Like that. Hope that fucking works." Okay. What are some other interesting ones? I mean, this one is maybe interesting. Home field advantage got less mysterious. So people realized that home teams played worse without crowds around, and obviously they were less likely to win at home and had poorer performances, and the effects were smaller than
I do
teams
think that's interesting, even though it's obvious. Like, because we all know home field advantage. We know that if you're getting supported by a crowd, of course, you're more likely to do better. That seems obvious. But at the same time, it's like, how?
Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
There are other things that were factors like this. The article,
like no jet lag or something.
Yes, exactly. The New York Times did provide links to all of these different studies, but they just give like a summary of each thing, and they said that when the NBA restarted play, the top 22 teams isolated in Orlando, Florida, allowed researchers to better study the effects of jet lag on players, and rebounding, shooting accuracy, and wins were higher among players who didn't have to travel across time zones.
Yeah.
Which, is, again, obvious.
It's obvious, but for it to be measurable, it is still interesting.
Yeah. The next one is we really should be making some changes. We learned that teenagers need to sleep in, but schools won't let them.
It's infuriating, and it's about sports.
Oh, wait. What? I
think because the reason why, like high school, for example, our high school, it starts at 7:30 in the morning or something. Like these kids have to get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And it's insane. And it's because after school is like fucking football practice and stuff.
And they couldn't have it starting at 5 or 6 p.m. because then, right.
Right. Like it's got to give
they won't finish
somewhere.
until 9. Right. You get,
It's because of these sports programs that...
Damn.
The school, and it's
and
wrong.
I had practice before school when I played water polo.
That to me at least feels more
we had both.
Oh. Well,
Before and
that's
after.
hideous.
A lot of things. You have like weight room in the morning and then practice after. So you're getting up really early.
I
You
cannot
have like,
believe anyone agrees to this.
yeah, it really is crazy. What do they call it? Like A period? It's like before first
I call
period.
it a nightmare.
Yeah, no joke.
It's amazing that people agree to do it to me because Jesus Christ. But I believe that's part of the reason why it's happening. But I do hope they change it because it could change the world.
They should just make them switch classes less. They should do.
There's so many things they could do.
Yeah, I mean, please don't even get me started. But yeah, all the studies showed that when high school started later, it was associated with improved concentration, better performance, better attendance, better learning, and improved mental health.
Wow. Okay. Good to
Okay.
know.
This one might be one of my favorites on the list.
Okay.
High heels aren't just uncomfortable, they're dangerous.
Wait, how did we learn that from COVID?
This is so crazy. In 2020, there were 6,300 hospital visits for high heel injuries, down from 16,000 during each of the 4 years prior.
Oh my God.
More than half. It went down by like over 70% or 60 something percent. I can't do that math. Yes.
Embarrassing. I mean, there is no doubt high heels are ridiculous. It's like how I said how,
Can you believe that
whenever
number of
I
high heel
imagine
injuries?
my dead rotting corpse
Yeah.
in the ground and how like eventually it'll just be 2 implants sitting there and how that really helps me see how foolish
Oh, it's all right.
all of this is. This is sort
yeah.
of like that where I'm like, there is no doubt. What are we doing in
What
these
are we doing?
shoes?
On your little high heels?
It's ridiculous.
And then
Who came up with
anytime
this?
somebody does something like get a heel caught in like a metal grate or in the grass, it's like,
Oh my God.
these don't make sense in
They're
the world
the
we live
dumbest
in.
things ever invented, maybe.
There's no environment in which these are preferred or functional or.
But I look so good in
I
them.
know, it makes your ass look so good. Platform just won't do the same.
But I do wonder, like, how did they even come to exist?
I mean,
You
it's
just wanted some height, but you'd think a platform.
yeah, but I feel like this started with like the
Tiptoes.
men were the first to wear heels in the history of heels.
Just to get height, though. But you'd
Yeah,
think
I
a
think
platform.
so.
a
And
flat-
then I think there's something about like, oh, you're right. You would think a platform.
I would think that would be like,
Why did we
what
do
would
that?
be the
Why did we-
logical move?
Why did we do that?
Why
And
did
maybe
we do
it's
the
the
tiptoe?
thing of like having like pasty white skin to show that you didn't have to go out in the fields and work at all. Like I don't have to have functional footwear because I don't need to walk anywhere.
Right, like they're
somebody's going to carry me.
intentionally
Yes.
non-usable.
Yes.
Right.
And then we just said, oh God, men need to use these things. I know, give them to women.
I think about that every time I see a woman with gorgeous nails
Yeah.
and how like it is that I love
Don't
them.
drop a quarter on the floor.
I never thought about that.
Oh, it's really picking up change is
Wow.
one of the most
The
difficult
hazards.
things. Yeah.
But I think anytime I see a lady with those, I think that's what they're meant to connote is
Yeah.
I don't have to do manual labor. I don't have to do dirty work. I
Right.
just have to look cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nails are always destroyed after working in a garden. It's like I have to just cut them all short because it's like the dirt is, forget it. It's, is
Whenever
what it is. So.
in the lesbian community, like if you see a gal or if you are a gal who has like dirty nails,
Ugh.
oh, it's gross. Because like when I see a dude with dirty nails, I'm like, yeah, I'm into it. It's like,
Oh, no.
they worked
I'm
hard.
not into dirty nails. Man, woman. No.
well,
There's
not
a difference
dirty,
between
but just sort of like,
rough
you've been
and-
camping or something. Not dirty, you know what I mean. Oh, you hate it all. You want some soap under there.
I
Wow,
do.
this
I
is-
don't don't touch me with your dirty fingers. Wow. Yeah. No, not for me.
Maybe
they could be rough and they could be calloused and they could be like worker
but you
hands.
always want a clean nail.
But I do not want. Listen, I'm a sensitive gal.
Okay.
I don't like. I believe it was on this podcast where I said, "Wash your goddamn dirty dick."
You did.
So I feel like it's the same thing
phrase.
with our hands. These are, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I asked.
No, don't be sorry. I'm
What
just
else?
clearing up any misconceptions over here that I might like a greasy.
I'm embarrassed that I'm saying I kind of do.
I get, but like
like the Dan Connor, like
like a mechanic.
you've been
Like
working
I
under
just
the
worked
hood.
on the hood. Yeah.
You'll
But
clean them, but like for a minute, it's like, oh, you've been busy. It's like helping.
I feel like
me.
I would be more into like, oh, I got a little bit of grease like on my cheek, like a little oil stain, like like the black, like I got some dirt on my cheek.
Like alternative.
I just
I love
like
it.
I don't even
love
like how
seeing the
hands feel when they're
differences.
like lotiony. Like I just like a sensory thing. Like don't touch me with any. It's mysterious. It falls into the mysterious wetness category.
I hear you.
A weird way.
I'm sorry
you know
to
what I
trigger
mean?
you.
I feel triggered. Okay.
What else did we learn? Anything?
We also learned patients don't always need to see a doctor in person, or if at all.
Hold on. I was sipping. It's like we exposed
Yeah.
this bullshit.
Right.
Like,
Telehealth lowered healthcare costs.
I don't know why they were obsessed with
especially
it.
useful for treating chronic illnesses and for psychotherapy. Yeah. Duh.
Why were they so insistent in the first place? Who did that benefit?
Well, you know what I'm noticing?
What?
They have invented this new thing called a facility fee. That now they charge me in addition to my copay. If you go in person, then you got to pay the facility fee, and it's to make it's insurance. It's because like telehealth visits or whatever, those are less.
Why are they less? They could be the same. We would all have done them. They didn't need to give us a discount on them in the first place.
Yeah, I wonder.
We were
Yeah,
all
you
just
don't,
like
'cause
psyched out of our minds that we didn't
Right.
have to go to this gratuitous appointment.
That's interesting. Why did we have to like?
That was dumb business if they did that.
Yeah, that was dumb business. They probably had to do that to like allow it, like get it in there.
Oh, this is so
I
dumb.
don't fucking know.
I get so mad.
Yeah.
If I ran the world, it would be better.
Well, we know that. If just give it to women. This is, I think,
For real.
number 6 on the list is really going to help confirm this feeling that we're having. Number 6 is women are better patients than men. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're better at a lot of things.
So much.
What makes
Women
them say that?
were more likely than men to wear masks, get vaccinated, and follow other public health guidances. And
Well, yeah, 'cause we
when
don't
men
have
and
to,
women
like-
lived together, the men were less likely to follow health rules, but still less likely. Were more likely to follow the health rules when they
Right.
lived with women, but still less likely than the women.
Well, yeah, because they're disgusting, but we
Oh,
do
God.
our best to try to keep them. I mean, it
Yeah.
is. I mean,
And they said that this
never-ending
is one of the reasons why women tend to live longer. And it makes sense that women would think it's not safe for me to get sick because I have people to take care of. And so I have to do everything I can to stay well.
that's right.
And so they are going to be more risk averse. Yeah, this makes sense for women.
Isn't it funny, like the COVID findings?
Yes. Yeah.
It's
but
fascinating.
yeah,
but-
but it's not, like I said, it's not, I don't know.
And
if it
and I
changed
think
much.
it's the tip of the iceberg. I think we'll keep
Oh, yeah.
learning over time all the ways that unique experience revealed so much about humans and globalization and
Yes.
family life and whatever the fuck else.
Yes.
But thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Because that was fascinating.
Yeah, and there are more, but I'm going to save them for the next episode.
Okay.
And
Cliffhanger.
yeah, cliffhanger.
But you're a gem, and I'm so glad I got to be with you. And you are just like Kelly in the way that, wow, I'm so lucky.
I feel the
And
same.
maybe even more so because we met on a fucking
Can you
show.
believe it? I know.
How are you there?
How are you there?
When you're so special.
Oh my God.
I mean
it's because we everything's all meant to be, you know, and now we have this, and now we've grown a whole community of people who have connected and become friends and have those same feelings with each other. I think feel supported.
That's true.
And that is what we are so, like our energy together, like when our forces combine, like Captain Planet kind of thing, is so strong that it is like pouring out and spilling over onto all the other people who then get to be, and that, right?
Yeah.
That's what we really want.
It is. It's
like,
really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
so thank
we're
you
like
all
superheroes
for being on, basically 100%. Yes.
We love you all. Be sure to check out thebraincandypodcast.com and go to our candy codes if you want to use any of our sponsor codes, because it helps us so much. And we don't want to have to like get real jobs. So if you could just
or do real OnlyFans or OnlyPals.
Please save a tip.
Yeah.
We'll see you next time. Bye.